What's up YouTube, Awesome Yuga here, and today we're here with a July 2015 deck profile on Qliphort Turbo. And this is probably the most annoying deck in the format. Annoying deck. It's a deck. It's the most annoying deck in the format right now. And it's pretty self-explanatory. You drop towers first turn and try to win. If your opponent doesn't have an out in the first 5 or 6 cards, you pretty much win. Especially if they're not playing an out in the entire deck, which not even every deck has. So yeah, it's like a semi-auto win deck against a lot of the other decks in the meta right now. And I do have a little bit of a side and an extra deck for it as well. Extra deck is semi-relevant, so I'll show that, as a side deck isn't really worked out, but I'll just show some cards that I have put in there for now. So for the deck, this deck profile will be a lot swifter than most of the others, because like I said, you're not playing that much different cards, or a lot of different cards in this deck. You have a lot of 2 or 3 elves, and everything's kind of self-explanatory. So you're playing double Qliphort towers, the killer of the deck, your auto win condition. I wanted to play 2, just because drawing this isn't that bad. You can search out some other stuff, but usually you are going to search for the towers with Scout in the end of your combo-ish thing, I guess you can call it like that. You're spam looping. But having the second one if they outed 1, because usually if a deck plays an out, it's really limited to 1 out. So then you also can always drop the second one to win the game from there on out. So I definitely like 2 instead of 1. Of course, double Scout since we're only allowed to play 1. I'm playing double Monolith, mostly because Monolith in the later game isn't that good. And I don't ever want to open multiple of Monolith, but you could go with 3. I definitely like 2 a bit more. Also, another thing I've been doing is I evened out all the skills. So the level 5s I'm playing 2 1s and 2 9s. So since we aren't allowed to play triple Scout, I'm not going to play triple Monolith, because then your skills wouldn't get even out. So for the 5s, double 9, double skill 1. So you always have an even even skill thing. Yeah, I have as much 9s as I have 1s. That's what I'm trying to say. Triple stealth. The level 8s are really important since I'm also playing trade-in. So I'm playing triple stealth and triple shell. So once again, now you have 3 1s and 3 9s, which you'll also see in the 7s. I'm playing double trade-in, which you'll see in a bit. This helps just comboing through the deck, and shell and stealth also some of the better normal summons that you can do if you don't have, or the tribute summons, sorry, not normal summons, the tribute summons, if you can go for towers. So double stealth, or triple stealth, triple shell. Then I'm only playing 2 discs since I only wanted to play 2 Qliphort. These are the 7s. I'm playing 1 Sacred Sword as well to draw off of these guys. But once again, since I only wanted to play 2 of him, 2 9s, I only went and played 2 discs, since then you have the 2 1s, and I didn't want to have more 1s than 9s, like I said. But this is definitely something you could consider bumping to 3 if you only want to play 1 of him. But he isn't that bad, so yeah. And if you're going to play 3 of him and just 1 of him, then you're definitely overextending in your skill 1s, which I guess isn't that bad, because one of your skill 9s is going to be Scout, which is the card you're going to search pretty much all of the time. So I guess that's defendable as well. But for now, I've just been going with this. Triple Carrier, 3 skill 1s, and then triple Helix, I have 3 skill 9s. So that is the Qliphort monster lineup. Really monster heavy, since you're just going to want to spam out towers as soon as possible, and you always want to have your skills set up with your 1-9 and your 1-1 pretty much to drop towers. So yeah, that's that. I am playing 1 other monster, and that's one of the Performable Cat Trampolines. This is just because this can be an extra unfair opening with Scout, and it's just another option, and it can give you some nice plays in which you actually end with Scout in your hand, instead of having to destroy it or keeping it on the field. So Trampolines that can definitely help in some scenarios, and I kind of like it. It's another card that can be really unfair to open if you're going for your towers combo. Now the card that made this deck really stupid, the triple Wavering Eyes. Even if you're opening, which I have been doing quite a bit, all 9s and none of them being Scout, you can still play some Yu-Gi-Oh now, which is kind of cool. You can just put down 2 skill 9s, Wavering Eyes them away, so you can search out a Scout. Now you already have 2 in your extra deck. Now if you actually, with Scout you can actually search out a skill 1. Now you can actually play some Yu-Gi-Oh! So even though you might not be able to summon towers unless you hard draw that, you're still pretty good in the game at that point. Wavering Eyes is just, this card is pretty broken, even though you might not want to call it broken, but it's really, really, really good. And then we have, of course, your triple summoner art. We're playing 4 targets, which is fine. These aren't ever going to be really dead. Even if you draw them dead, you're dead for in a game that you've probably already won, or you're definitely going to lose if you didn't, if you weren't able to summon towers. The sacrifice just makes summoning towers even more easy. And then we just have draw cards. Triple upstart, triple into the void, more upstarts. You draw 1. The negate or the discarding your entire hand really isn't going to come up that much. You could just set most of your stuff or pendulum your stuff if you were to discard. And it doesn't conflict with Monolith, for example, because what you can just do is end phase, you can resolve your Into the Void first, so now you have to discard everything, but you probably don't have anything in your hand at that point, and then you draw for your Monolith, so then you can draw 2 or 3 cards, depending how much you attributed for towers, and pretty much win. So this is just consistency. Another upstart, pretty much, 1 defeats. Not being able to do damage for a turn is completely irrelevant, since you're not really winning by beating your opponent, you're just winning by saying, hey, I have this towers and you can't play Yu-Gi-Oh, so I win. Even though it's going to take a turn longer, you still win. And then, like I said, the 2 trade-ins and the 1 Sacred Sword of 7 stars. We're playing triple 8s and just 1, or just 4 7s. Also, you can only activate 1 Sacred Sword in a turn, so I felt like this was the right ratio to go with that. And that's already the main deck, so like I said, it's pretty quick. No traps in the main deck. Now for the side, we do have some traps, because you can side in a bit more of a stun version, where your opponent's going to put all their hate against you, so they can cripple you from summoning towers. The extra deck, you have your Giant Hand, Ragnar Zero. Now some of these are actually kind of relevant, and you can actually make that, because with the Wavering Eyes you're going to clear your pendulum skills a lot more than you once did, so these cards can actually be quite relevant. Heartland Draco, Cat Gorgon, really good game 2 and 3 against the MSTs and stuff. Exiton, Rebellion Dragon, Sandlorn Arc, since I am siding Emptiness, or I'm probably going to side Emptiness for now. Cowboy, Castell, the Ptolemaeus with Stellar Diamond to improve your Burning Abyss and Shaddoll matchup. Vocosaurus, Durandal, and the Gaia Dragon to put over Durandal and Vocosaurus. So that's the extra deck. Like I said, it's a lot more relevant. So these are all pretty much stable in my opinion for a Qliphort deck. Always at any point from that you might have been playing Qliphorts. But right now, because of Wavering Eyes, because you don't always have your skills up, you go into your extra deck a bit more often. So yeah, that's kind of cool. And then, like I said, I'll show you the side deck for now. I was playing 2 Majesty's Fiend. Like I said, more of a stun version. Is kind of good against like Burning Abyss, Shaddoll, and Necros. I was playing 1 Denko Seka for those heavy back row decks. I was playing 1 Pendulum Impenetrable, mostly for the mirror match. This card can actually be a complete blow. It's kind of funny. Monarch Stormforth, mostly for the mirror match, but also against other decks, just to summon Majesty's Fiend. Double Decree for mostly Tellers, Shadow Person Mirror, self-explanatory. Imperial Iron Wall, Necros, and Ritual Beast. Ritual Beast can actually be quite of a problem for this deck, since Ritual Beast has inherent towers outs. The Climate Change, of course, and then Skill Drain and Emptiness. So post-siding you can go a bit more into a stun version of this deck. But pretty much the general idea is summon towers to win. So yeah, I think that was a pretty good quick deck profile. Not too much to explain on this deck, honestly. In the comment section down below, let me know what you think of this deck. Konami left it untouched. ARG left it untouched as well, which was kind of interesting to me. But I guess it hasn't really done too much yet. as for now. Well, yeah, you never know. I think this deck is really unfair, honestly. I kind of like playing it. You know, your games are going to be really short all of the time, because either you're auto-winning or you're auto-losing pretty much. And yeah, that's kind of cool. It's a bit different from your Necros mirror matches, which will take forever. But yeah, in the comment section down below, let me know what you think of this deck and the build I've been running. The build is kind of standard. You're not going to be able to change too much, because you have to play all of these Qliphort names, all these Qliphort monsters. But yeah, if you have to, if you were to suggest some changes, go ahead, and I'll see you guys with the next video. Bye.